Anyway, so this came to me today. One of my clients who's usually on this as well. She brought up the fact that she went to see some of her peoples, and she said that how she's making strides in the right direction. She's putting her health first, but she was with these people she hasn't seen in years, 20 years, whatever it was, and or 10 years, whatever, I forgot what it was. But she said that she saw all the people that came, they're either overweight, walking with a limp, or walking with a cane, or something to that effect. Now, it's I don't like, and she said this. We talked about this. He said that oh, it's just life. I'm getting older. I'm gonna get diabetes. I'm gonna get hypertension. It's just because of age. It's just because of this. It's just because of that. I mean, just because you're getting older doesn't mean you should have hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, all these different kind of things. You shouldn't have that. You know, and this is when I want to get on my soapbox and say work out and exercise and eat. But these are those things that we need to stop doing. We need to stop putting these labels on things. And like I said, with women, women not supposed to live happy. Women not supposed to eat that much. All these kind of things. And now older people, they need to get diseases. They need to have lose their minds or whatever you want to call it. It's a normal thing to do this. I mean, something is hereditary. You can't change it or whatever. But I've seen cases that not women, sorry, when people get older and they don't do anything up here. They retire. This one client of mine, his girlfriend was 62, started showing signs of dementia. 62 years old. And then she retired and then just sat down on the couch and didn't do anything. Just sat down and did nothing. So those are the kind of things you have to, be aware of. And don't say it's just because they're getting older. I mean, like I said, there's cases, of course, that it's just going to happen because of, his hereditary and certain stuff like that. But a lot of times it's not hereditary. It's not hereditary. It's just because eventually everything catches up to you. Everything catches up to you. So you just have to, do take care of it now and don't wait till it actually happens. Because sometimes it's just too late and your body can't really do anything. Decrease in energy levels, those kind of things. It's just all, oh, because I'm older. No, it's because you're not eating right. It's because you're not honestly exercising, and you're not using your brain. Like all these three things: decline in physical health, cognitive decline, and decrease in energy levels. Those are the stereotypical signs of old age. But you can stop that from happening by exercise, diet, proper sleep, and proper rest and recovery. And it's like, but people just say, no, it's because I'm old. No, it's because I'm old. And we talked about this. I made videos about this. You have two directions you can go into, in our life. When we get, at any, it could be now when you're like 30 something, or it could be 40, 50, whatever. You have two paths. Are you going to take care of your body now, so you can live long and don't have to be in a nursing home? You don't have to be in assisted living. Well, assisted living not that bad, I guess, but you don't have to be in those kind of situations. Or you can be in a community for older people, moving around, taking yoga classes, maybe going on family trips with people, or family trips with your family, or going on adventures with your spouse. Those kind of things. Like I said, or you can, like I said, be in a nursing home, with a bucket next to you to piss in. You know what I'm saying? And it's harsh, but that's what happens. You're waiting for your family to come and see you. It's you don't have, you can't. Excuse me. You can't just get in your car and go see your son or daughter. You have to wait for them to come see you. So I mean, age is nothing but a number. I think with age you just have to take a lot. You take a lot longer to recover. You can't work out 6 days a week intensely. There's certain things you cannot do. Like, yes, that's fine, but it's not a death sentence. That's what people say to me. When I see these old guys looking at women or whatever, and I was looking at them and I was like, what are you doing? They're trying to mac it with their game. I'm like, then they say, Shane, I'm old, but I'm not dead. So it's the same situation. You're old, but you're not dead. But you're acting like you're dead. You're acting like, once you hit 60, once you hit 70, it's a death sentence. No, you still have opportunity to actually get up and go. and do things. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I share that with you guys because it like it's just really annoying to be honest with you when that's an excuse. Same thing with women. They say, "Oh, I'm a woman, so I can't lift this. I can't, I shouldn't be doing this or whatever." No, you already put yourself in a mental block already by saying that. You shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I think I shared that with you guys. So next thing, so Rashina, so your question is, I pretty much copied the text that you sent. I wrote it down. So pre-workout carbs and post-workout protein. So I don't think I answered the pre-workout carbs part. So pre-workout carbs, for people that don't know, is like saying if you have a banana, if you have an orange, some type of fruit, usually like a fruit, before you work out. And is that a good idea? Yes, I think so. Depending how new you are into this thing when it comes to lifting, because I don't, it's your first day at the gym or whatever, you're meeting, working out. I'd rather not do it too early, maybe 30 minutes before you can have a banana or something like that. But I just don't want you to like throw up or something like that. But if you're more seasoned, like have a banana, having an apple, those kind of things to kind of help you get your body up and like awake, to have some carbs to kind of burn. That's fantastic. I never like to eat anything before I work out. Is that bad? Honestly, I'm the same way too. No, I work out early in the morning. If you body, you don't necessarily have to have it though. You don't necessarily have to have it. I don't. Whatever is in my body from the day before is what my body's gonna get. Especially on those situations when you're cutting, you're trying to lose weight anyway. So it's hard to necessarily get your carbs in or whatever it is. So I don't know. I just think it's not a bad thing though, Christine, to answer your question. Because like I said, I use it. I mean, I don't eat anything. I work out early in the morning, as early as I can. And I just have whatever's in my stomach. That's it. And I keep it moving. Some people, that's at least at times, at these kind of situations when people don't eat anything, also they have pre-workouts. I don't have pre-workouts either. I don't do that anymore. I used to. I don't have caffeine at all. It's honestly, I have maybe caffeine maybe once or twice a month, depending on if I need it or not. In general, but yeah, I know some people that don't eat anything like myself before they work out, and or um they don't have anything, but they have pre-workouts. Yeah. But then yeah, so pre-workout carbs, yeah, stuff like banana, whatever. It's a good idea, it's a bad idea. It's just pretty much depend on you. Then also post-workout protein, very, very important. Very, very, very important, guys. You get that protein in your system after because your body's gonna be starving for it. Your body's gonna be starving for protein. So I'm trying to convince some people. I mean, I have a few people. I know a few people. I have clients that have the whatchamacallit, the bariatric surgeries. And actually, I don't know if you guys. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. The botched bariatric surgeries. That's on Max TV. Max. Yeah, I think Max, the streaming service, or Discovery or whatever it's called. I'm curious to watch that and see what actually goes down with that. But anyway, especially like I say, especially when it comes to people with bariatric surgeries, timing is everything. So, bariatric surgery or not, what I think people should do is though, have your protein shake right after you work out. Let's say if you have it, I'm saying if you have it in the morning, or even if in the afternoon. Have your protein shake literally when you're walking out the door of the gym, or not stretching, that's probably too soon, but like literally walking outside the gym, going to your car to leave or whatever. And then by the time you get home, take a shower, cook whatever you have to cook, you can definitely have a meal. Okay, that's bariatric surgery or not. You can definitely have your last meal or your breakfast or whatever the case may be. I mean, depending how big it is. But then just be careful if you have a protein shake. If you're gonna do something like that, be careful of milk. If you have if you're putting milk in the protein shake, if it's like a milky whatever, like say if it's one of the pre-made ones or whatever. But if you can have your protein shake in your bag, so as soon as you're walking outside to your car, you have it. Because remember, it's fluid, so it breaks down really fast. It's kind of technically already broken down already, so you can just like digest it real fast. So by the time, like I said, you get home, take a shower, hopefully. I'm kidding. Do whatever you need to do, cook or whatever, warm your food up. You should be okay to have your last meal, and you shouldn't feel bloated or whatever. You shouldn't feel it. Then if you do, then you have to kind of, gauge it properly. But the protein shake in general is important. Maybe having a smaller dinner or whatever, that's fine if you have it at nighttime. But I know for breakfast, especially if you work out fasted, like I do, you have your protein shake, and then an hour later or so, or because if you think about it, right after you have your protein shake, it's probably about 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour before you actually can sit down and do what you have to do to have your breakfast. You know what I'm saying? All right. So that's pre-workout carbs, first workout protein. All right. Does extra protein turn into fat? Anything overall that you don't consume, we don't utilize, yes, turns into fat. Including protein. Protein is just so important that you need it for recovery, you need it for a lot of things. So I feel like all of it might not turn to fat, but I feel because your body's going to utilize it even if you're over your calories. Because remember, protein is for rebuilding your body and building muscle, lean muscle. That's very essential, very, very essential. Then you have fat for hormone regulation and energy production, those kind of things, or whatever. But then carbs is for energy. So if you have a surplus of protein, it's hard to really get that, to be honest with you. But if you have a surplus of protein, yes, it will turn to fat. If you only have a surplus of protein, you have a surplus of everything else, it's of course it's gonna turn to body fat. Stored energy, it turns into fat. Okay, so remember, when you eat, have a cheat day, whatever, it won't automatically turn into fat the night of. It takes time. It will turn into fat. Yes, if you don't utilize it, goes into your muscles, glycogen, and all this kind of different stuff that happens in your body. But you have to make sure that you use up that energy, or it will turn to fat. How long does it take for it to? It just really depends on your metabolism. But it will turn to fat eventually if you don't consume it. Consume it or utilize it. All right. What was the other question? Is there any way to work more on triceps because of my bat wings? And like how often? Okay, so same thing with abs, same thing with arms, same thing with thighs, your butt, and anywhere else. Your body's gonna lose the weight where it wants to. Everything is about genetics, really. Most likely women, yes, they have the bat wings and all that stuff, but it's really gonna depend on your calories in, calories out. Remember, the body fat is stored energy. Okay, that's all it is. So you have to utilize that energy to get rid of it. That's all it is. You can't specifically work on that body part and expect to fat reduction, expect to lose weight. You can't do that. Okay, so when they say abs are made in the kitchen, it goes for everything else. Great arms are made in the kitchen. Great thighs, great butt, great all that kind of stuff is made in the kitchen. So like I said, remember, there's levels. There's levels to this, whatever they always say, but there's levels when there's your skin, then there's body fat, then there's a muscle. So you want to get rid of the body fat, that's separating the muscle between it. Yes, separates the muscle and the skin. So you have to get rid of body fat. You have to get rid of that stored body fat. So sleep is gonna be important. So I don't know if you feel like you're stuck, you can't go anywhere, Rashina, but the fact that you're telling me, you're waking up, you're having that much trouble sleeping, you might just have to take some time to actually fix that before you start really seeing any results that you want. It sucks. It really does. Have a good one. Thank you so much for listening. Take it easy. Are you ready to transform your health and wellness journey? At Condappa Strength, I'm committed to helping you achieve your goals through my 3 pillars for results. First, I educate, equipping you with essential knowledge to understand your body and its needs. Then I execute a tailored plan, ensuring every step is personalized to your unique lifestyle. Finally, I encourage, providing accountability and support every step of the way. Get ready to unlock your full potential and thrive in every aspect of your life. Visit me today and let's embark on this journey together. Check me out at condappastrength.com.